saw a great start from Fox. The thing that stands out for me for underperformances is Next. Need to see Next step up for Mousesports. Could make the difference here. Indeed, we're jumping into this one. Inferno and Mousesports starting off on the CT side, G2 on the terrace side here, and well, we're going to get to see how this goes, and it's all about closing the distance with those Glocks. Can Mousesports, can they stop that from happening?
G2 going to go 4 Kevlars, Rain's going to be the nade man, double flash and a smoke onto him. Mousesports going to have 3 Kevlars, Dennis and Goppy going to be the nade boys. Goppy holding the 3 people to start over towards B bomb site for Mousesports. They're going to go for a balcony pick early, but it'll be Chris J receiving the bullets in the face.
Yeah, this is not the best start for the CT side. I mean, you want to thin that push out before it gets to you, but actually at this point now you're even struggling on the numbers. Nico here though, if he's able to get that fast flank from Banana, that could really make a difference for Mousesports, but you can see he's playing this tactically, which is a smart choice. And there it is, there's the first duel. Got to be a win, and it is for Nico. So he still decides to flank, but just hold still. And here it is, the call to win now. Dennis in pit. Next is in a lot of trouble, and he won't get anything done here, but there's still a there is a hope here, and Bobby can get fragged.
There's the crossfire coming in, and it seems that like the team won't commit to that bomb plant since there was a player close. Now just Dennis alone, going for the reload, manages to get it in, but JKM will shoot him in the face. So the first round will go the way of G2. That's not a good start here for Mousesports, and you can already feel the pressure start to mount. They're on the CT side. You expect strong CT sides from all these teams, and they've lost a pistol.
Yeah, and this is one of those spots where, as a CT side, you don't want to full force all the time, at least not on all the players, because really badly needs to play the CT side properly, and we'll see that, in fact, not everybody's investing, just Nico and Dennis will invest fully. Nico with the Deagle and the Kevlar, and after seeing the Deagle from the last one, Nico, we can expect some good stuff, I think.
Well, got the nade coming in, but he's going to avoid the damage for the most part. Does have Kevlar as well. Many of his team don't, but that Kevlar will be
I am throwing a grenade.
Going to try and force him away from any shots where he could get some connect with some heads. That Molotov going to come to good use, and this is one of the maps where Molotovs are the most important. Lots of sneaky angles for people to hold, especially on the CT side. Although G2 have no more Molotovs left. You can see they have 2 MP7s do the T side, and they should be using those players to lead the charge here. They won't mind them going down. Indeed, McClellan is going to be pushing B with his
MP7. Next is coming in with the Deagle as well, but Dennis, but there it is. First frag out of Nico, who get eliminated. Nice jumping spray from the MP7, and that's how it's done with those SMGs. In goes God B though with a fast frag. Might actually be able to save, but at least being able to deal some additional. Pretty unlikely they'll get the defused in, as there's no Kevlar on the remainder of Mousesports, and indeed Dennis will take on God B, and Chris J just looking to get sneaky here. Here he is trying to bait them to rush him, and he can't get a quick connection with that taser, unfortunately. Actually, Chris J, funnily enough, is I've seen him use the taser a lot, but he's one of the few players that actually does try to be sneaky with it these days.
Well, so far so good for the G2 side. We'll see what kind of buy Mousesports have in the next round. For now, they're going to be going for the Eco. The odd pistol purchase. Indeed, Nico's going to spend another $700 on a Deagle. See what he can do on this occasion. Just the 1 Molotov onto the G2 side on this anti-Eco. And as we go forward, we will hope in general G2 side, but mainly they want to have their guns out. So Rain looking to clear out the banana area with the Mac 10, Foxo coming in to take down Next, and Chris J being an important player for his team so far in this match, and it continues here on Inferno.
Yeah, Fox has been doing really, really well, that I've got to say, and players here, and they're peaking with their weak players, and he's going to find a kill eventually onto Rain, but so that should be all the damage that's done now to G2 in this round. And speaking of Fox again, he's such a key player for G2 on their T sides, because normally, you would expect him as an AWPer, and we saw that in the last map, and doing very well in fact with it. But in this map, his key role is going to be pushing that, pushing middle and getting the entries there for his team. A really important, crucial.
Well, Dennis going to be getting some extra tags there. He's going to get picked by heavily tagged players. Indeed, he's going to get picked by 2 heavily tagged players. And I think it's really unfortunate not to make a connection there, because
yeah.
that could have been a number of free frags for him. Dennis and Fox heavily tagged, both picking him at the same time. Could have made it a bit more expensive for the T side.
I was almost thinking it's like a mistake for them to push him there, because they just have SMGs at like long range and they die in one shot, so he could have got 3 kills there or something. It's not too outlandish to think that.
I am curious to see if G2 will continue with these P90s in this round that they have, or if it will change somewhat.
Let's do it. Come on, let's go.
Well, that's going to be a bit of a slower illustration in MS Paint. Filling in those letters, who knows what he's going to come up with.
Yeah, the P90s are going to be really good actually. I think it was Flusher that really began to start showing people that they're very legit in the professional matches quite some time ago. But of course, you can play really fast with those SMGs and really break through some of those choke points, which can be so annoying to deal with rifles, where you got to kind of peek the angles, try to connect the shot, move slowly forwards, nade yourself forwards. You've got a P90, just hold down plus forwards, just hold down W, keep going, keep spraying, hold down that mouse 1, and success is found, James.
Don't just hold down mouse 1, just hold down all the buttons, Dan.
All of them.
When it's the P90, just let the bedlam, let the mayhem ensue gloriously.
And so it can be something that will dictate the way they want to approach the round as well, because it's a bit of a throwaway in a sense as well. It's like, well, we lost the P90, we're playing very economically. If we lose the round, it's fine. We're going to buy up next time. Hopefully we did a lot of damage to you. That's totally cool. That's kind of the position G2 are in the moment, because they can be really abusive to Mousesports in that sense. Because Mousesports, on the CT side, you feel really pressured. It's like, okay guys, we're going to win this round. We're going to throw all the smokes in the right places. If you get caught with that nade in your hand because someone's rushing you with P90 and you die, things can crumble very quickly. So it can be actually be quite scary because of the difference in pace that can be acquired because of the P90s.
So one will assume this is a technical pause. And just again, these booths, I think it was NBK said it's like a church, you can't really hear anything. They were built by the CEO of Dreamhack. Those doors, there are 2 doors actually to enter. There's a door on either side, so they are very soundproofed indeed. There is aircon in there as well, which winds through the walls, as opposed to just having a straight hole to make it better for sound as well.
Do they have cup holders, James?
I don't know if they have cup holders, Dan. There is a table though, which is good because they need tables.
Nice.
For their mice and keyboards. So again, just a few cursory looks through the crowd here in Romania. Shout out to the people in the VIP lounge as well. There are 3 floors behind those stairs. That's many stands for all these nerds to engage with behind the scenes here. So hopefully the game will be unpaused shortly.
One thing to expect out of Mousesports, talking about, we talked about like the P90s and how that can work for G2 strategically, but from Mousesports' perspective as a CTs, they do have enough money to get all of the smokes and so on, so that's nice for them. And what I would expect to see from them is their bread and butter straight away, because they want to know, how is this going to play out, how's this going to work. And if their bread and butter has been the banana control, actually, if they have the grenades to do it, I'm not sure if they're going to have enough money for the incendiaries, actually. Depends on some, they could sacrifice some purchases. It remains to be seen so far for us. But even without the incendiaries, they can go pretty deep on banana, with Nico leading the charge, getting the frags, getting the trades. And that's what I expect to see from them. And G2, having already played them, let's not forget, they could try to counter this, or they could actually go for, but in two ways. They could actually try to trade against it, if they really want to. Or they could actually do a fast rush on quad, just blindly, and actually try to meta game Mousesports based on what Mousesports has already been showing to them.
Well, very jovial spirits in the G2 booth, and again, you can see they're clearly feeling no pressure at the moment. They've got a massive cushion, being 1 map ahead of the Mousesports side, just waiting for their issue to be resolved. There's the manager of Mousesports there, and this guy, since we last saw him, has managed to fill in maybe 1 letter. He's got a long way to go. Maybe his ink will run out before he gets there. So it looks like the staff members have left the G2 booth, and I expect that we will be back into this game fairly shortly indeed. So not all the Mousesports players have gone for the buy yet. We have 3 rifles so far. Chris J and Nico yet to make a purchase. Chris J could afford an AWP should he choose, but he won't have full armor, which might be a factor if these P90s continue here for the G2 side. From a lot of ranges, short to medium range, that P90 will be a 1 shot.
Yes, agreed.
If they don't have... In fact, actually, 2 of the 3 players who have bought don't have helmets. You can hear those unpauses coming in, but if G2 continue with these P90s, then horrible things may happen, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, if they play that fast round, and indeed Chris is going to go for the Kevlar orb, yeah, that fast round could blow this up. That's what I want to see out of GT, like a really fast round right now. And the thing is, if they're able to catch
Remember, this isn't the killing house anymore.
they can just crush
This is
them. And
real
that would be
life.
a really insanely bad start for Mousesports.
Throwing
They
down
go
smoke.
down 5-0 basically.
So 4 of the 5 players here don't have helmets on the Mousesports side, and G2 have 2 P90s. So just keep an eye on the kill screen and see how things go here. Should they go in G2's favour? Chris J gonna have the AWP throw the decoy over towards B. Try and suggest he is somewhere other than over there.
Smoke! I am
Looks like
throwing
we may have a
smoke.
bit of an execute coming out
throwing a
from the
flashbang.
G2 side.
Flashbang.
Those warning
Throwing
shots.
flashbang.
See what they do
Throwing
again.
a
The flash is
flashbang.
coming in. Just going to take control of top mid quickly.
Throwing a grenade.
Bobby's going to be looking over the Apps balcony area into short, but find no frags. Next holding things down, taking the bomb down as well. Chris so far so good here. Seems to have no answer to this buy. Chris J finally going down, but he's the only man standing versus 4 with the AK. He's undercutting off the bomb. And I don't know how much more damage he can do here. Next gets taken down 3 versus 1 now. And Fox is likely to lose this round, but if he can continue this damage onto the team, pay off for his team later on. Almost finds another head there, but gonna reload guy in the box, so he's gonna have 3 people facing him. He will eventually go down to Dennis, and Mousesports will retrieve the AWP as well.
Mousesports surviving with 3 players is pretty big actually. You want to have that good CT economy start, but as we were talking about, you know, G2 just even not getting the bomb down, they'll have pretty much a full buy here. Full nades, more or less, all the AKs, all the armor.
He's right. We are going on a windy walk here.
Because what they can do now is, of course, reset the economy of Mousesports potentially, as it's another big refill, spending all the cash, getting all the incendiaries, and so on and so forth. So they lose 2
Deploying
players.
flashbang.
So G2's still in a good position in that sense, and interestingly, Mousesports finding a lot more passive than anticipated, and well, having played G2 already, showing them their
Laying down
as I
smoke.
mentioned.
Throwing a flashbang.
Banana with a bit of a slower pace is going to pay off. Rain just he went straight through the smoke with a teammate to flash him in. Didn't go so well for him as G2 looked to push through middle to get themselves into this A push, but Mousesports know what's going on right now.
I am throwing smoke.
They're playing double pits as well. Nobody on the side come out. Taking down Dr. He's already been integral so far. Match once the buy rounds have come in. Fox getting taken down by Dennis. Dennis getting taken down by Dennis. That's not going to get confusing. Take him is heavily tagged, doesn't have the bomb, and he will not be able to escape. Mousesports surviving with 5 players. Those are 2 very good rounds for their economy.
Yeah, I mean, essentially you see why that deep banana control is so favorable, and why Mousesports want to play for it. They can essentially rotate a guy back all the way towards the A and play a 1-4 setup, and also, you know, because they have some control towards
This is bandit
people are
country.
able to push whilst that's
Shoot
going on
everything
still
that
up,
moves.
then well, it's not going to go too well for them as there's 4 players on A, and they're kind of encouraging, conditioning GT to do that kind of a play. So we'd expect GT to start challenging through that smoke with more players
Incendiary out.
in the future. And they actually
Smoke.
gone for a bit of an interesting play here. They got the AK on Dennis.
He's gone for the full buy. He has nothing left in the bank, whereas
Throwing
his teammates
fire.
are around 3,000.
We have a round planned here, and indeed he's going to go for that pick. And with that AK,
Throwing
he's going to get
flashbang.
dropped onto Rain now, but none of the there's no nades. So how do they expect to get onto the bomb site? Nico's going to make quick work of the entire lineup, spraying them down, pumping them full of lead with that AK of his own. And G2
Deploying flashbang.
with a
Laying down
quirky
smoke.
little strategy here,
Smoke.
relying on that entry immediately from Dennis. If they got that, then hey, it could have actually worked, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, Nico gave them the garden hose down, but it was full of weed killer. Only Rain has escaped, but for how long? He's going to smoke himself off, but what can he really do here? There's no push coming in down Banana from the CTs. We're holding top mid at present. They do have and now they're starting to get a bit hungry, a bit antsy, and they will finish things off again. Mousesports survive with 5 players. It's going to be very hard for G2 to put the CTs on the eco now. They need to break their economy in order to rack up the rounds. It's 3-3 now, and Mousesports have a strong lead here, economy-wise.
Yeah, and it's actually quite cool as well because in that round, having a cute little strategy like this, they're probably anticipating that, hey, perhaps, you know, Mousesports has shown a lot of aggression towards Banana. If they do it in this round, we can hopefully crush that, having players, you know, rushing it down. So they could have worked out, and they still have a decent buy going in for themselves here. Vicious actually going to go for the mix-up with the AWP here with the shot, though, initially with that AWP, and unfortunately give away his position, and he's going to have to rotate
Throw in
almost
smoke.
immediately, or somebody is from B,
Throwing
because
smoke.
G2 is starting to approach that A bomb site.
Deploying flashbang.
Starting to rotate towards Speedway. Got B still in an advanced position,
Throwing
but he's going to move
flashbang.
towards site. And Chris J, well, there are two plays in CT actually. Mousesports, not really sure what might be going on.
Throwing fire.
Where the entire G2
Throw in
team
smoke.
is rushing the site now, and 3 people next will fall as well. Things getting difficult now for Mousesports. They've got the money, but they don't have the site. They're on the wrong end of the smoke. 5 versus 3. The G2 side are heavily tagged here, but Mousesports, do they start to think about saving here, or are they going to go for the damage?
I guess if they get a quick couple of frags, they could think about it, but G2 are never going to give themselves up in this kind of a spot. You can see they're just heavily dug into the bomb site. So save comes in from Mousesports, and if they are able to survive with the 3 players, they're still able to healthily buy in the following round. But the problem for them is going to be that as if, you know, actually, that's you know, G2 are in a predicament when it comes to their money, so they actually don't want to sacrifice players here. No one on G2 has money at this point. However, Mousesports have a bit of a bank to fall back onto. So this is a really nice play from Mousesports to early on decide, okay, it's completely over, and they're going to keep some longevity to their future buys. This is nice from Mousesports to get a bit of a stalemate in this situation, and
Terrorists win.
mix things up now. That was just a nice play from G2. I'm not sure if G2 are going to keep going for fast plays like that. We'll have to see.
So G2 taking the lead, and the buy will of course come in again for Mousesports. Making good decisions for their economy. They're playing the long-term game. They will replenish their lost stock, and there will still be on average about $3,000 to $4,000 in the bank. Absolute cool buy coming out for CTs. Lots of incendiaries on the CT side, lots of Molotovs on the T side. Just the AWP though onto Chris J for now.
Deploying flashbang.
Play again.
Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
Cleaning it out a little bit. Seeing what they can get done here is Rain goes for the challenge. He wants to try to pick off Nico if he's the push.
Throwing fire.
But this time,
Grenade. Throwing smoke.
a little go in now. He'll spot one player there. Dennis will get taken out by sandbags.
I am throwing a grenade.
To get more done as well. Nico gets taken down by the spray. The 45. That is not a good situation here now. A lot of pressure got by Mousesports. How are they going to respond to this? The bomb is still down, so G2 have to make a call as to how they handle the 5 versus 4. But now it's a 4 versus 4. Chris J with a nice kill in towards Boiler. Is that going to encourage G2 to go B? Looks like it might be.
Deploying flashbang.
Yeah, Chris J, he's going to flash himself into Arch as well, so we'll find a little bit of information for his team. Moving into the library position, Fox looking to harass while Mousesports tried to hold down 2 sites. The rest of the G2 team were headed towards B. But now the bomb, maybe because of Fox's semi-advanced position on Arch and top mid, will be heading towards A. Playing the numbers, looking to trade against these CTs. Chris J coming in, and he'll get a sweeping shot off the Fox. 3 versus 3 now. Bomb still hasn't been spotted, but Gobi gets taken down, so I think Mousesports know what is happening. It's going to be a long rotation though. 3 versus 3 retake here coming in for the CTs.
This is going to be a tough one, but definitely a doable one. As we'll see Mousesports try to attack this from various angles together. We're going towards Liverpool.
Throwing fire.
Rangers there, he's going to spot a couple players. He's getting a nice transference there, getting critical damage done to Nico. In they go though, these CTs, there's not much time remaining to try to get this one done, as Dennis just tries to bait them out here and allow Michael Air to work it in. What on earth are the CTs going to do? They get completely crushed there. What an awesome setup coming out of G2 to crush that retake attempt from Mousesports. They got lured in, and then they got snapped.
Despite the money of Mousesports, they are still losing consecutive rounds. A lot of money here. Dennis on 10k at the beginning of this round. Dennis on the CT side, the Mousesports side. So the buys coming in. Chris J will continue on the AWP. We've got helmets in some places, not in others, but they're up against 5 AKs on the T side. Grenades coming in for the CTs. Gonna find it though. Rain's going to get dinked through the smoke, and there are battles all over the place for control. Mousesports will go aggressive now. Money is on the line and keep control of the bomb site, of Banana. Chris J, despite Fox holding the angle, will take him down. Good early frag here, but passive positions of the CTs. Can the G2 side identify that towards A now, and can they nullify Chris J?
This could be a really big play if they try to push the smoke. Looks like they might have been thinking about it, but they're actually going to back way up to mid. At least Rain is going up there. They might be able to spot him. And Rain gets spotted, but the flash was perfect to Chris J. And right now Nico's just spraying fruitlessly through the smoke. as G2 will eventually lose Rain now, and they're not really too sure which way to go at this point. They're going to have to make a call, and that's going to be towards B here as they slowly shuffle their way in, but Nico has since abandoned the position, and so we get a faster play now. There's not a lot of time on the board to make this push work, and Nico's in the first standing atop the mountain, and it's going to be frags raining in there, one after another for Mousesports, and they all survive with 4 players. That's a fantastic round, and G2 are in a lot of trouble now because they just got reset on the money, so they can still buy though.
Again, that was an important round for G2 to wipe out Mousesports, to put them into a difficult economical situation, and again, Mousesports survived the test. But G2 already have 5 rounds on the T side, so despite Mousesports' money management, G2 are doing a good job at the moment. They'll continue the pressure with the force buy, Rain limited to just a Tech 9. Early aggression from the T's towards the B bomb site, and Mousesports going a bit deeper towards mid for now. We'll see if they choose to get a bit more passive as time goes on, but for the time being, Chris J will be holding an angle on the top mid from Arch. There is a smoke down there. Jacob and Dennis harassing the apps while Rain and Makalele harassed towards Banana.
Throwing fire.
Play into the pitch.
Throwing smoke.
It's the fast advantage, but he's not going to find it. And just seeing one player doesn't give them too much information. But we start to see again G2 shuffling back in towards Banana as the grenades get set up here for G2, and Nico is close with the AK. And
laying down smoke. Throwing fire. Deploying
flashbang. I am throwing a grenade. As these T's are him down. He's got his teammate just running in, but where are the frags? Nico picks up the second, but he's out of bullets, switches to the USP, just a think, and that's it. 3 players left now for G2 to get the bomb down, but a lot of time has passed to allow Mousesports back in for the retake, and Chris J locked off by the smoke.
Yeah, there's a smoke down on Arch, a smoke down on CT, smoke disappears, and Chris J is waiting with the angle. They have a little bit of time, but not much. That's a nice nade coming in. He's not going to get the frag that they need. Chris J looking for a bit of wallbang through the pillar, not going to find anything yet. He's got teammates pushing in as well. It's probably too far gone now. Can they get a defuse? There's no way. That's only holding things back, wasting time. He will go down on his sword for his team. That's going to be that. Is there time to defuse the bomb? Chris J, indeed, he's got time to do it. Mousesports tying things up, surviving with 2 players. Getting back to winning ways.
And definitely a very needed round indeed, and that's going to make things interesting for G2 because they can actually decide to force buy here if they really want to. And in fact, they are buying up some guns, but it's not a force buy. It's just they had around 3,500. They're just going to buy down to 2,000, and that means Tech 9s, grenades, and Kevlar. So they can go with a sneaky little execute if they want to.
5 to 5.
Incendiary out.
4 G2 members heading up towards second mid at the moment. You've got the crossfire top mid, of course, from the CT players. Copy on the balcony once more. That nade is going to come in on the box with Jacob. Wanting about half their life at the point. Next, missing the follow-up rate. They're getting flashed. That's going to be a mini pit. The bomb down though.
Throwing flashbang.
To the flames has box. 50 coming in with 2 frags. One of them coming courtesy of Godby. Only Makalele remains, and again, they haven't got enough frags here. Everyone's surviving from Mousesports, and they will start stacking the cash once more.
Yeah, not really a good situation for G2 now, letting Mousesports back into this CT side. And this was where they again found their edge in the previous matchup against Mousesports. It was really just in dismantling their CT side, and it seems like Mousesports are much better here today on the CT side. They're not making the same mistakes so far, and G2 are not able to punish some of the mistakes that Mousesports have been making. Not quite as effectively. And well, we'll have to see what G2 can do in this one. See if they can start working rounds back into their favor. Chris J with a fast pick from balcony onto Josh. That's going to give them a nice little advantage to play passively.
Yeah, nice by Mousesports there. Playing this one, getting to the balcony fast, finding the frag. Dennis is going to hold down the B-bomb site as well. There's another player headed in his direction. G2 have been handicapped very early on in this round. Rain going to get traded by the Flames. He will be skewered as well. Bombs at the bottom of mid. 2 G2 players. You can see them over towards Arch there. Gobby gonna get taken down by try and move to an advanced position, but again, what is the ultimate play here by G2? Because they still don't have the bomb. If there's a rotation down Banana, then all may be revealed here, and Dennis is headed in that direction. With the Dennis going to retrieve the bomb. This is going to be an important engagement, and he's not going to get it. CT Dennis is going to take the frag, but he has no idea where the bomb is, and now Jacob with 9 HP has to try and clutch this in 35 seconds. What can he do with this? See Chris J still towards the library area, and Jacob is in a spot of
Throwing smoke.
And it will be a free flag for him. Mousesports take the round.
Yeah, nice 4K from Dennis there. Of course, the guy that is under the weather for the team, and that, you know, put question into his performance, which wasn't so great in the last couple of days. But today he's really playing a lot better, which is very encouraging indeed. Now 7-5 is the score as Mousesports.
These boys have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't mind using it.
To try to do a lot with very little. The Tech 9s, the Kevlars, and just a handful of grenades.
Throwing a grenade.
Indeed, so G2 been playing a number of limited
Throwing
flights,
smoke.
trying to get as much damage as possible.
Throwing
Can
fire.
close the distances on a map such as
Grenade
Inferno.
out.
Get these signals.
Laying down smoke.
Up short, next is going to help his teammates. Gobby and Chris are going to fall quickly to these Tech 9s, but next is going as well. 3 versus 3 as the CTs try and hold things down. Dennis, CT Dennis. Got flashbangs coming in. Nico going to get the M4 spray down. Take a player. Trades for both sides. So Rain versus 2 now. Again, bombs on the floor. That's to the CT advantage. They've detected where he is, but they're both heavily tagged. Nico and Mex can't afford to take any damage here. Nico going to finish things off. Another round on the board for Mousesports.
Yeah, so they're really just stringing them together at this point. So the next round coming in for G2 means they'll have themselves the AKs, and they have to try to find some kind of an option that would actually work right now, because they haven't been finding too many reliable options in the defaults. The times when they try to take map control, it's not been so reliable because oftentimes Mousesports deny it with the deep banana play, and sometimes they play a little more casually. So Mousesports becoming very unpredictable in how they approach things. You can see, I think G-Sports has been struggling with that. And this is a big adjustment as well from the last time that these two teams played each other. And so we'll see Mousesports now once again just slowly creeping just up down with Nico. And he's going to get taken down to find the frag. That's a really important play. Now Dennis is stuck there alone. He's got to back away. He can't get caught there. He's got to be able to stay in position to tell his team whether or not there will actually be a push there.
Good start from G2, however, it's Mousesports who have won the last 5 rounds in a row. Despite all these force fires from the side, so the resmith coming in. The angle. Rain gonna find a headshot. Chris J might be a nasty surprise there. Can't find second frag, will get taken by McAlary. That's the B bomb site in control. Bit of a rotation for the bomb, 4 versus 2. Mousesports slowly heading towards the B bomb site at the moment. Jacob coming in for the flank. We've got a player on Speedway looking for it. I believe that's next. Around, but Jacob's going to be the one to spot him. Down goes next, just leaving Gobby alone versus 4 G2 players. Good all over the place. Chris J with 10k. Rest of his team with $3,000. Seems that Gobby went to try and do as much damage as he can / clutched around. Neither will come true. We're into the last round of the first half now.
Yeah, really even matchup it would appear between these two teams, especially today when they both know all the pressure is on in performing here, and it'll have to be, it's going to be an interesting one weaponry-wise, because Christian got the auto shotgun. He did excellent work with that last time in apartments, and more interestingly, we have 2 sniper rifles. What is this aggressive play? The spray down at range, and Michael and his sprays down 2 plays. Now that's a massive loss, but the first one is Nico trying to neutralize for the team. Fox going in with the AWP, but the aggressive smoke off is going to cause all kinds of problems positionally for G2, but still Jacob will find himself an opening in apartments, and that will make the difference now as G2 take a severe edge with that plant now available on the A bomb site.
T's need to move fast, so they've got 2 AWPs to hold things down. They need to get into good positions here. Nico will announce his position, but where is Dennis? That is the second question here for G2. Looking towards top mid, maybe to go to the short, but Fox going to send Nico into another dimension. Dennis soon to follow as well, and it's going to be a close score going into the second half. 7 rounds on the T side for G2. That's going to be good, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really even. I mean, both teams are going to feel quite comfortable with this result. Just, G2, despite going, well, losing the half just by 1 round, it's not really much of a big deal. I think they can be quite confident going into their CT side as the same as stuff in Mousesports. Now, G2, it was quite interesting because essentially both teams were playing very dynamically, and it was a very different in first half of Inferno compared to what we saw in the last couple of days from these two teams. So right now it leaves me with this without an expectation for how the next half is going to actually play out, whether Mousesports are going to be able to break G2's defenses, because G2 tend to play a little bit more defensively than Mousesports do. So if Mousesports are able to be more successful in the execute-based play, because the picks won't come as easily, or if G2 start overextending to try to mix things up, and Mousesports, like Nico and Next start really performing, then hey, it's anyone's at this point. It really is. I mean, it could be close. We might as well have another overtime, James. Why not?
Makalele with the casual crab walk 2-man spray down in bottom of mid. That was quite interesting to watch.
Very almost get righty, just going for the long range buddy bullets.
Yeah, the kills are quite evenly spread out amongst the terrors at the moment. Well, the G2 side now making their way very shortly over towards the CT side. So, Mousesports conceding 7 rounds on their CT side. You have to wonder what the thinking is in that camp at the moment. Got a lot of work to do on their T side. It will start with the pistol round, which they lost in the first half. It will be an important one to win in the second.
Another big performance from Nico, though. That's something to note as well. Of course, when Nico's playing well, it's just so awesome to watch Mousesports, because again, he's the newest player into the lineup. Of course, Mousesports now have so much more firepower than they ever used to have, and it feels like they have all the roles they need on the team now to be a really solid team moving forwards. But this could be this is such a great challenge. G2, it feels so close at the moment, and Mousesports really have to work for this one to get it out of the groups and into the playoffs. Now we'll be moving into this second half very shortly now. And I'm very curious what opening strategies we're going to see into the pistol round.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the buys just yet, because I'm not sure if all the doors are closed in these booths. I think some of these players may have just popped out for a quick break. But yeah, there is a pause at the moment. Hopefully it will resume soon. Again, if you are just joining us, we are in Cluj-Napoca, and the unpauses have come in, so we're about to get back into the match here. Gob is going to be the nade man as per usual here for Mousesports. 3 players on the G2 side. Going to be having Kevlar.
Let's move out.
Up Molotov, which might be a very nice idea on the CT side, trying to stop a rush or do great damage to the teasers they choose to commit. So what is going to be the play here from the 2 sides? We're going to have 3 CTs going towards the B bomb site, and Rain using that USP range to take a frag already. Then it's known for his savage aggression. We're going to be doing exactly that, standing loud and proud in the middle of mid, with his teammate looking down towards T slope. And the Mousesports players are currently in banana, deciding on what they do.
It's not an easy situation to fall when Gobi is already losing players. And look how G2 is still able to actually keep up these ranges. And despite the amount of peaks and shots that they pulled off, the fact that they've not taken more damage is actually very surprising and very fortunate. And awesome if you're a G2 fan, that's for sure. And G2 now still trying to work out what's going on. It looks like the rotation from Mousesports is finally making its way towards the B bomb site. And again, Jacob's able to fire off a lot of bullets, not really get punished, to be honest. He's on 77 HP at this point, and now Mousesports feels like they're thinking about another rotation, and G2 themselves committing to that B rotation. So players all over the place now. Will Mousesports actually go for this one? They still have time to change their mind with these Glocks.
Makalele has a HG as well. Could be the money HG if his teammates call the push in time. You can see Jacob spotting. If he makes the call for his teammate and that HG comes in, it could be awful for these Ts. They're going to get tagged by it, but Dennis gets the frag on to Jacob. The trade's coming in for the CTs now. They've got almost a triangle of doom here. 2 plays in pool. Remaining plays from Mousesports. Going to get more headshots. Down to 2 versus 2 now. Next with only 3 HP. Going to pop Fox. If he can get the shot onto Rain fast, then maybe he can take this for his team. You see Rain coming in from the on area now. Next can't get the plants either. Rain finishing things off. Got the first frag in the round and the last one as well.
And the interesting thing there from Rain is that he was actually pushed all the way into second mid, allowing the rotation, and actually to know what was happening. Because even though they might be able to get onto the A bomb site, he would have spotted them all running up middle. So that was a really nice, very clean play. And of course, he was actually able to finish off the round for his team as well. It's kind of it's one of those spots where G2 just weren't hitting those USB shots. That just happens sometimes, but luckily they had Rain to back him up in the end.
traditional format for G2 on this round. 3 towards A, 2 towards B. Mousesports, of course, going for the force. 4 Tech 9s, Deagle, Kevlar, everyone. And they've got themselves 3 smokes. So maybe they have an execute in mind at some point. We'll have to wait to see if that comes up. But for now, it's going to be the CTs throwing the nade. Fox is a HE there towards B, but they'll yield little results as most of the Mousesports team are over towards A for the time being. Dennis is in apps looking for a one-tap engagement should one of these CCs choose to peek and see what's going on over there. No one deep in banana for Mousesports at the moment, but they're just making sure they're not going to be flanked by G2 for now.
This could all explode very violently here with Mousesports with those Tech 9s. And there's smokes as well. And they are really waiting out G2 here. They really want G2 to make a mistake and go for a peek. But of course, they're playing anti-force spy. They're playing the ranges. A smart approach coming in from G2 with those weapons. Slowly shuffle up middle into the push. And Dennis goes down almost immediately. This could be very terrorizing for the CT side here. Positions though that are quite decent, but they're getting smoked up. He's not really able to help that much onto the ball. Taking critical damage. Spike Fox doing some damage of his own. He's not going to get the frags that they need. It's all on J-Chem here with the Mag 7 moving, and he'll spot the shadow. I think he knows the players at this point, looking for the shot, and he's going to whip the first couple ones. Finally does finish off next in the end, but still 2 players to find. They're very low on HP. Chris J, I think his position has not been revealed here. He's in the hole here as Jacob goes close. He looks for the frag, but Gopi is going to make it happen for his team. Mousesports with the force spy save the round, and G2 and now reset almost immediately. Couldn't be worse for them.
Yeah, we've definitely got our game on our hands now. Chris J going to be rocking the P90 in this round.
Let's have at it, mate.
So, going to throw it whatever to a teammate and just continue with the Tech 9 it seems. So, interesting approach this will be from Mousesports with the Mag 7 in tow. We'll see what the initial formation is. So again, 3 people over towards the B sites. Fox going to be having an advanced position, and it's a force straight back from G2. In fact, we're going to have the Mag 7 and pistols making cameo appearances from the side. A smoke and a flash, or 2. No defuse kits for these CCs. Dennis holding position in boiler at the moment, and he's got Chris J and Nico in his
The Molotovs are very encouraging as well, but they're not actually using them, just going straight for the entries. And Molotovs, so if they're able to use those in a post-pass setup, that's actually... And Nex is going to hold down the approach from Banana. Even get the frag through the smoke. Very good stuff there from Nex. And now it's just 2 players left here from G2. Now, if Mousesports are able to survive with every single player against this this force buy from G2, where they wanted to try to just trounce the economy straight away of Mousesports, well, they are in for quite a nasty ride at this point. Once we get a lot of frags here from J-Chem and Michael Ele, well, J-Chem will pick up 1. He's very low at this point. They know where he is, and he'll go down. So, very, very bad situation for G2, to be honest, because they're not going to have those nades that they need when they need them.
Right, so we'll see if Makalele can save this Mag 7 for another day. It seems possible for him.
Terrorists win.
The pressure will be large onto G2 in the coming rounds again. It's going to be a key round when their buy comes in to see if they can hold, and with how many players. These teams have been tagging and fragging a lot of the players when in the rounds where, say, G2 survived, often surviving with 1 or 2 players in the previous map. Same for Mousesports as well. Here that G2 could be in trouble on their CT side. 2-round deficit with an eco to come, and Mousesports could build a very nice lead here. It seems like G2 are going to go for a stack towards the B bomb site with Solo on a aggressive in apps with the Mag 7.
Whoa, J-Chem. James, we might have a round on our hands. If they actually run it, if Michael Eddie gets lucky as well with his engagement in apartments, which he might do, there is actually Dennis toying with a mag as well. Mag versus mag, mag on mag action potentially. But looks like Dennis will actually just fall backwards there. And Mousesports starting to take things very, very slowly. Now they understand the position that they're in, that danger lurks around every single corner, and in the form of Michael Eddie, it could be quite damaging indeed. Now, so patient, both teams at this point know that they can't really make a first step, and there's more time to be put to good use to try to break these bomb sites, but there's only 1 left at this point. As Mousesports working the options. It looks like the call towards A is coming, so they're going to file straight into Michael Ellie's position. Now, if he hits this first shot, Mousesports will be in a lot of trouble. And in they go.
I am throwing a flashbang.
Tricky for the T's on an anti-eco round. Oh, he hasn't connected fully with Dennis, and down goes the entire A bomb site. G2 with a full rotation. They've got nothing to lose now on this rotation from the B bomb site, so they'll come in and do what they can, and Mousesports will of course meticulously try to clear out the A side. Dennis finds the angle, and Jacob trying to dance with it, unable to do so. The rest of the CTs coming in from the mid area now. They may choose to play for exits, as obviously it might be a bit more advantageous to them. We've only got 3 USPs, no weapons, no other weapons whatsoever to speak of. So Chris Chage is holding the angle, maybe looking for an exit route for his team. We'll see if anything can happen here for the CTs.
Get ready, get ready.
Straight in the face there with a USP, no less. Weapons here. Surely Fox won't survive. No, he won't, but Dennis and Rain will come in. Rain picked up an AK. Got beaten. Nico heavily tagged here, but they will all survive. So Rain and Dennis will take a AK and a P90 into this buy round, respectively, and the rest of the team will buy up.
Orb in the hands of Chris.
Boom.
Has been
Waking up this morning.
shots, but getting himself in those positions that can really be very key for the team. And Dennis on the CT side of things, we'll see Chris Shea moving in quite quickly up middle, looking for maybe a bit of a fast timing on the peak, and these are off angles that he's playing against. Could actually yield a result, but this round is not going to be. It's not going to be the case. And we've got Dennis playing close with that P19 apartment. So Mousesports trying to go into that apartment's control kind of mode. They're going to have some trouble here because there are 2 players there. But equally, if G2 aren't able to come out on top there, the round just falls apart completely.
That is a very different hold to what we're used to seeing in the apartment area. Looking in, oh, the flash. How many can he get here? Can he even get one? There's a 2-man for him. What a compliment by Mousesports. Is falling apart for him. McLean coming in for Boiler to be traded though, 4 versus 2. The A fight has been completely lost. G2 are charging towards the site, so it seems that a save is not on their mind at the moment. Smokes off from Arch as well. What can they really do here? Somebody needs to make this call, surely, to save these weapons. Starting to move away now, but that was an absolutely crushing play in the app there from Mousesports.
They are not in a good predicament. I mean, they can, oh my god, the buy is going to be just awful for them. They've got $2,900 in addition to what they have now, which will leave them on around something around the region of 3 to 5k, so it's not really ideal for G2, so they're going to concede, I think, another couple of rounds here, unless they keep these 2 weapons alive. And terrorists win. Trying to actually commit a player or 2 to try to frag these guys who was trying to save, because even just getting one of them would have made a big difference, but they go to ultra safe play, caring more about their own economy than the economy of their opponents. And that's going to allow G2 to actually force things up here and spend all the money in the bank to scrape out a buy. Again, you know, not the best situation in the world for G2. It's all on the line in this one. Because if Mousesports win this, not only are they going to build a lot of money, keep their bank going, but G2, they're going to have nothing left. They're going to have the eco, and Mousesports are going to be so close to winning this this match, or this map rather.
Throwing smoke.
So G2 with 3 people headed towards the A side again. A bit normal, but it's pit and at play from them. Rain starting to move up to short now, and Mousesports will slowly emerge towards Ghana, starting to clear things out there. Let's see. Rain has been boosted onto the roof. He is not going to find any anytime soon. Jacob playing around the smoke, but Chris Day's going to AWP him. That's going to be a weakened B bomb site, causing instant rotation for Dennis to come in to support his teammates if Mousesports choose to follow their momentum. But he will stay on speedway and head slowly towards A, it seems, as Mousesports have chosen not to capitalize on it.
Yeah, very slow round again.
Grenade out.
As Mousesports just can try to force they're in a position to make a decision. Usually when you get that fast pick against the CTs, what you want to do is, if you check the minimap, as you can see, the rotation starts to happen for the CTs, and 2-2 is playing 2 on B and 2 maybe in the pit on A somewhere is usually how the CTs will play. It's rare that they'll stack at a bomb site. So by waiting, because the 2 the players into the 2 bomb sites, and they're going to try to fake a little bit. Track some players towards B. That's actually what's happening on the rotation at the moment. Parley towards A. But G2, they're playing a little bit smart here. And but it's going to have to be a hero hold here. Michael needs to deliver something. Gets taken down immediately. Dennis with the instant headshot onto Rain, and that's just going to shut out G2 from the retakes immediately. And they will get the bomb down in the nick of time. So great play there from that one-man advantage. Mousesports showing how it's done.
Yeah, that fake actually dragged Dennis way out of position. CT Dennis, that is. The 2 players left on the A site got picked super quickly, and that is the end of the round to Less. 2-man spray down comes in, but it won't fox the trade. But obviously, the economy is more for the CT. Continues here. Way out here. Everyone trying to charge down. Preservation long term. Finally, he will go down, and that's the CT's wiped out. It was a bit costly to Mousesports, but they will care not, as the damage has been done to the CT economy. Money ranging around $4,000 for the most part. Fox is a little bit more. And Jacob's gone straight for the force buy, but no one else has made a big purchase yet. And indeed, the CTs are going all in on this round. Mousesports 3 rounds away from victory here. G2 trailing by 5.
With the off on Chris J. Once again, all the incendiaries, or the Molotovs rather, trying to abuse. And this buy from G2 is not particularly strong. The mag, the FAMAS, the grenades, spells doom, one might say. At least how you would want to conventionally defend on this map, and they're trying to do it right now. They've got more of a mid presence. G2 playing quite close to Boiler with a couple players, not really any apartments control.
Throwing fire.
Just waiting patiently for Mousesports to show their hand, to make the play. And Nico goes to that bedroom position to allow now the slow take of apartments here for Dennis. You won't have to worry about the bedroom too much. Can maybe capitalize the Molotov, force somebody out. That must be the case. Nice pressure towards A. Dennis going on. The rotation is very far away. Mousesports can't execute onto B right now. The information is just so obscure, but Dennis finally finds a pick. Finally, the curiosity is going to kill one of these G2 players.
Rain going down top mid. Mousesports looking to capitalize on this while they throw nades over towards B. Bomb hasn't been seen by the G2 side, so they're wondering what's going on now. It's been seen, but Dennis is going to be traded, leaving only 1 player over towards the A site. That's causing a rotation, but Chris J hears that, and the bomb's indeed heading towards B. G2 may be realizing this, going to hold position here, losing shots. Pressure's coming in, pop flash is coming over. Fast enough, Chris goes down, Fox a trade for him, but he's got to hold down the site on his own. He's going to get no more frags. Team kill coming in. Nico taking down Dennis, 2 versus 1, and both are heavily tagged. It's down to Makalele to clutch this once more for his side.
He's got quite a lot of time to play with as he makes his way forwards. He's not even that healthy. Where's the first peak? Michael's got to be really clutch here, but he's not going to make it happen. Nico with a very timely shot, almost instantly killing him. I think, I don't know if there's a player out there with like a reaction speed of 50 milliseconds, but I think that's what you would have needed to actually respond to that. And just too fast there. 14-8 now the score is. Mousesports are close to forcing this one.
There's any doubts in your head. It's us or them.
Response TZ on Michael Lele, and the rest do have some layers to play with, so all the smokes are in play, so they can slow down the round. The Mousesports are going to be so comfortable because they have such a lead on all the utility, and look at these Molotovs here, just forcing back the CTs. Great use of those from Mousesports. Some space forwards into middle.
I was just about to say they have had great use on many of these T rounds. There are some tricky Molotovs you can throw into the bedroom as well, where it gives the CTs a corner deep into the bedroom to escape the flames for a second, and then the Molotov spreads, and then they die before they can escape. Anyway, made factors away. Mousesports are 2 rounds away from taking this to the final map, but they need to get there first. All the FAMASs for the G2 side. Give them an opportunity. And they still have a lot of counter nades, counter flashes left, despite there only being 45 seconds left for these T's to push. And the T's don't have any significant map control at the moment, so this really could go either way. We've got those final smokes starting to come out. Fox still holding 1. and there are still 4 flashes on the T side. Godby dancing around a smoke at top mid. He's looking. Where are these CTs? Are they passive? Are they library? Are they in pit? Well, he's soon going to find out. Not checking the arch. Almost a 2-man spray down to Dennis, but Nico's going to trade with him. The bomb though is headed towards B, and we could see a split now as Nico pushes his way through City's front.
Pretty key position here. Will they check for? He's going to find one frag, but immediately traded by Next. One more obstacle in J-Chem as he looks for the frag there. He's going to find the first one. There is no time here. The bomb needs to go down. And there it is. Muffin's going to back away. He knows enough damage has been done, and the round will be won by time by G2. But what a close situation that was. Mousesports 14 rounds. They just need 2 more, but G2 are keeping themselves in this by the skin of their teeth.
Indeed, it's going to be a difficult buy for the CT side despite winning the round.
Go,
They're
go, go.
going to get a reasonable amount of nades out. Certainly Fox rocking the AWP on this occasion. He was integral to their victory in the previous match. Can he do the same for them here? Again, they have an arduous task of trying to come back from a deficit here. 5 rounds down on the CT side now, and the money is definitely limited.
Throwing fire.
So Mousesports maybe looking for a fast aggression towards the B-bomb site on this occasion, with Nico just watching for any flanks towards A, currently standing in second mid. So Godby holding down nades for his team. Rotation as well. Push coming in from the team now. Dennis to get traded. Jacob, can he get this nade out fast enough? Not going to try. He wants to keep his gun out to try and hold things down. Now in the pool area. Molotov will try to waste time. He's still up.
Too much time here for the CTs to make their way in, but Godby will take the rain out of the picture. Very low now. There's 2 more. CTs from that extra shot there onto Fox to do the damage as Chris J cleans up Michael, and now just 1 more round. Match point here, or sorry, match point here for Mousesports. And G2 with no money in the bank. They are in a horrendous spot, but we've seen them do crazy stuff as of Mousesports on these kinds of buys. And Fox is going to pick up the scout. There'll be C6 in the picture. Just a bunch of nades as well. So maybe there is hope, but it is going to be tough.
Scout on Inferno with no armor. Can't expect much to be done with that. We'll have to see what he can do with it though. 3 people over towards the A site for the CTs, and they all put the second person towards B. Did start with 4 very briefly, but it seems a decision change was made. So Mousesports expecting maybe some aggression towards Lana, and just try and clear it out bit by bit. Again, they've got those Molotovs. To start with the CZ frag. Then there is a 2-man push here through the apps, but it's going to be completely unsuccessful here. CZ, the pistols working for G. They will not die just yet. Fox coming in on Arch, and indeed he will get a frag. Got B going down. Next alone versus 5. What is happening here? Another tag coming in. Fox is showing me wrong, and the pause is coming in already for Mousesports.
Yeah, I mean, they can't throw this away at this point. That was way too clean. 5 players surviving is kind of ridiculous. And of course, they realized they have a pause to use, so why not use it? Let's just figure this out, regroup the team a little bit, get everybody on the same page, understand how they're going to come together when it comes to the economy, the strategy, how to just close this one, because it's just 1 round. It's just 1 round. They can't let this happen. They can't let G2 just get an overtime. They cannot let G2 rob them again.
G2 picked up 3 AK-47s in that round, so they're not even going to be at a massive disadvantage in terms of rifles should Mousesports get a full buy. But Mousesports have got quirky money. Nico 9K, Chris J 5400, rest of his team hovering around 3K, save for Nex, who is below 2,000. So let's just bear in mind this is a good time for Mousesports to get the pause, and they've got a 5-round lead at the moment. Often you get these pauses in when there is less time to make a decision over the remainder of the map. But again, they've got a 5-round lead. They can opt for the eco here. The money won't really matter on the CT side now that they are facing match point, and they've picked up 3 AKs from the previous round. So it's all about just getting it over the line here for Mousesports. Nothing else matters at the moment.
Yeah, it's the very simple situation. How do we get as many full buys as possible? Because that's where you get the most chance to win the rounds. So that's one big factor. Then the second one is where are G2, you know, how do we attack this round now? Because we've just given them, let's see, 3 AKs. They've got 3 AKs from that round. That's not very good. Giving away those AK-47s definitely a more favorable choice of weapon again over the M4s. That's got to be said, as you know, the recent patch did come in and not making the M4A1S not as good, and well, want to see whether or not Mousesports can give it. Okay, they're actually going to go for the force here. They're going to force it up. They're not going to go for a save. They've got a Galil, a Tech 9, an AWP, and a couple AKs in play, and a bunch of grenades as well. So there's definitely, we'll see an interesting round here, as you would expect with the Tech 9, that they could use God B with that Tech 9 to get some information, to maybe make a fast play, and it looks like we will resume the match.
Question is, if G2 continue to build rounds in the short term, will Mousesports crack psychologically? We saw the frustrations in the previous map. They cannot afford to do this now. They've got a big lead. They've got a good chance to take this to the third map. They have limited resources here in this particular round. GodB just coming out with a Tech 9, the Galil onto Dennis. They've got some nades. They've got enough nades to go for an execute. But what will their execute be?
And next we'll just take a position here towards Sandex. Basic information plays. Mousesports making sure that there's no quick push from G2, nothing drastic to mess up any round that they had planned.
Throwing flashbang.
G2 giving a lot of respect, playing 2 men on arch side, and we'll see just a nade or 2 just to keep the T's at bay for now. And Mousesports, they've got themselves apartments, they've got themselves most of Banana as well. So they have a lot of options to play backwards and forwards. So it does look like they've got a bit of a default going on at the moment. And the next stage would actually be taking middle with some grenades. Now the 2 men on arch side could be an issue unless they get smoked off. So that's kind of what we're looking for here.
Throwing fire, I am throwing smoke.
And it looks like Dennis was flirting maybe with the idea of going for a
Throwing flashbang.
back away.
You can see Dennis seeking to destroy, but unbeknownst to him,
Smoke.
all his
Smoke.
would-be assailants are on the other side of mid. So Mousesports, what are they suggesting?
Deploying
Potential
flashbang.
execute towards A here, but you
Throwing
can see the bomb
flashbang.
rotating towards the B bomb site. In the corner here, and Chris J may not see him. Chris J going for the shot onto short, but he'll be taken down from long. Rain coming in from the back. They realize what's going on here. Nade starting
There with the spray down. Grenades. Gets there to line it up as well, and they can't get past. Taking things down, and Gobi and Next need an excellent series of kills to even save this one, but they don't get the space to plant. Rain finishes the job, and G2 get themselves back in another round. One more round. One more round. That is what they're thinking every single time, staying in the present, working their way forwards, trying to steal this match away from Mousesports. And again, if you're just joining us, G2 were able to take away the first map Mirage in overtime. And, well, if they could steal this one away, that would be daylight robbery here. Mousesports, they had it in the bag, it felt like.
They chose the force, and now they are forced to choose the eco on the Mousesports side. And that's it for Mousesports here. Maim G2 at the very least.
Fire.
So far, not so good. Rain going to get the first engagement here, and he's got most of his life intact. Nico's been heavily tagged. Which of course, be getting taken down as well. Still no significant damage done by these two. Going through the smoke, will Chris J fall? Well, so this is a nothing round for Mousesports. They will all fall, getting nowhere near the B bomb site. 3 rounds for G2 to find, and we could be going to overtime again. And as I said, G2 starting to close the gap. Will Mousesports start to feel the pressure?
Another buy coming in from Mousesports, but
Let's go.
they're starting to run out of opportunities here to actually close this match. Only 3 more for G2 to find, so Mousesports, if they fail this time, they'll get, I think, 1 more chance. This will go for the quick peek down middle. It's not going to spot anything.
Throwing a
though,
grenade.
and that does give the impression
Throwing flashbang. Throwing a grenade.
G2 can confirm relatively easily, and it's actually a fast take of apartments coming in from Mousesports, which really postures them well into that middle take.
Flashbang.
Now, Dennis on the angle there.
Throwing fire.
It looks like he'll fall back, and still that 2-man arch side setup from G2. It seems to be something they've been relying on recently, and Mousesports, they are all in apartments and looking to take middle any second, but the bomb is actually shuffling backwards a little bit towards Banana, and they don't have a player there, so they don't know actually what
I am throwing smoke.
Banana.
Indeed, and if Mousesports can get on the right end of some of these engagements, if they choose to continue towards B, then G2 may be so out of position that a retake proves difficult. You can see how deep they are into the A-bomb site. They have no information anywhere on the map here. Will Mousesports continue with people? Are we going to see a Box's position? That is a well-timed Molotov. Just going to force the Mousesports side back a little bit. 35 seconds left. Mousesports may not have left themselves enough time to go for a push here. Gonna have to charge through the smoke. We've got counter passes coming in to the pool. Down again and again, but still. Got to find the frags. Jacob goes down. Fox, can he get any frags? No. The site is taken by 5 Mousesports players. It gets a match point for G2.
G2 have to go for it. There's no choice here. And Dennis is the first man in the and they take construction. That's the first job really, as they're all trying to come in from CT spawn. And there's 2 players in insanely high angles to Chris J. That crossbar is working out brilliantly at the moment. Chris J wants some frags, so does Nico. And Mousesports managed to close. We're going to the 3rd map here. G2 and Mousesports. It's hard to separate these 2 teams. What a best of 3 we're seeing so far here today. And was there a standout moment in this match?